Are you ready for Bushcraft chair? This is a multifunctional, easy-peasy DIY project. So let's dive in and take a look.
This is that little lightweight backpacking camp chair with the foot mat we took a look at in the Bushcraft Blessings episode. It'll run you about $30. This handy-dandy over-the-shoulder lightweight tripod is perfect to take to the park on a short hike or even when you're going to go fishing. They run about 20 bucks. And now the ultimate Bushcraft chair. I've seen these online anywhere from $35 to over $165. You can make it yourself for about $12.95, and the satisfaction of knowing that you've made something that's sturdy, durable, and useful. You're going to love it in all your years of bushcrafting.
Hey guys, Diva here, and this is Diva's husband, Tim.
Hello.
So we took a look at some of our seating options. Our basic camp chair, our cool little backpacking chair, the tripod that I love for fishing, and now we're going to take a look at a true bushcraft chair. Now, ladies, this is something that if you can run 3 lines with a sewing machine across a piece of fabric, you can make this. This is a mil-spec 500D material. It is water resistant. It is strong and durable. I chose orange because the orange can be used as a signaling color. And I am going to let Tim explain to you all of the ways that he has been able to use this. So it's multifunctional, and that's really part of the spirit and the cool aspect of bushcraft.
So what Jen really wanted to say, I think, was that not only will your husband thinks it's cool, but he will love the fact that you make this for him, because I love the fact that she made it for me. As she mentioned, it's made from a material that's pretty much waterproof, certainly very water resistant. And what I love about it is it packs really, really, really small. So if this was the chair that I was taking on an outdoor trip, this would be all I would need to pack. And I'll show you the rest in just a second, but this is all you take with you. And because it's such a cool material, I actually used it a whole lot just as a kneeling pad. So I basically just take the material, put it down on the ground if it's wet or if it's muddy or if it's dirty or something, and it gives a great base for me to be able to kneel on if I'm working over a fire or I'm building something on the ground. When it's double or triple or quadrupled over like this, it has a little bit of padding, and it's great on rocky soil, something with a lot of roots as well. So I've used it a lot of times just next to a fire or whatever I was working on. I've also used it, because it's water resistant, as a great seat. So if you need a dry place to sit, you can just leave it like this, put it down on top of a rock or a stump, gives you a dry seat. I've used it actually for several of us by unfolding it a bit to actually sit down at some Boy Scout events and be able to everybody have a dry seat. So it really, really does have a lot of uses and comes in handy quite a bit. But one of the coolest things about it is it can become a chair using this, which is a tripod. I've just taken 3 long branches, saplings, lashed them together at the top, and I've got one piece at the bottom that we're going to use here in just a second. But you probably notice if you look at this that it's hemmed along the sides. Jen did a great job sewing it together, but it also has 2 sleeves, one in each end. I don't know if you can see the stitch line there, but basically what you have are 2 sleeves for poles or line, one at the top and one at the bottom. So I've just taken a piece of cordage and run it through this one at the top. And the one at the bottom, I'm going to actually use with this spar. So I'm just going to take another piece of wood and I'm going to run it through this bottom pocket. Now it's a little bit of a tight, snug fit, but I know I've used this one before, so I know that it does fit in here. You just want to run your spar all the way through. So this is going to become the base for our seat, okay? And the top has a piece of cordage, like I said, with a loop tied in one end, and I'm just going to run the end without the loop through the end with the loop, cinch it down, and it makes a makeshift suspension system at the top here for what's going to be my chair. Then I can just loop it over the top of my tripod, and you've probably already figured out at this point how this works and where we're going. It essentially just sort of creates a pocket that becomes your chair for you. Now, you can take time adjusting this up and down however you want, but in this case, I'm just going to tie it off at the top. And that gives me my chair. So you could fiddle around and mess around with these side support systems. You could adjust the top if you wanted to. But it's a super comfy seat, and as you can probably see, if I wanted to take the time to adjust the top, adjust the splay of the legs, I could get the height exactly where I wanted it, I can get the hang exactly how I want it. It's a fantastic, super comfy chair, and it's really lightweight. All you have to do is carry the material. It has lots of different uses, and as long as you have the time and the materials to make the tripod, it's a fantastic option for sitting around camp. Love it, babe, thanks.
Well, thanks, Tim, for showing us your Bushcraft chair. Ladies, this is your opportunity to make something, and don't just make one for him, make one for yourself. They're really cool. You'll appreciate it.
Awesome.
You'll love the fact that you actually made something for yourself that you're going to use. So thanks for joining me. Go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and select all. And in the meantime, just be boss, be beautiful, be Bushcraft, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Welcome.